welcome to Vlogmas day 5. Is it day 5 by the time you see this? I think so. I'm having a tough day. I am. I just finished my lunch, so we may get our tea of the day in a few minutes, but I had a tough morning. I had a mammogram this morning, and you know, this is like a, you know, the older lady thing, or like if you have a family history like me, maybe you have it done before age 40, but it's never like a fun time, and I always feel anxious afterward. It wasn't great, and I don't know, I just had a really tough morning. And so after that, I got to talk with the construction people, which was great because the permits went through for the construction, but like, surprise, it's tomorrow. So we had to rush and get some things done. I have to search for a new vanity sink, mirror, all that. So it's adding a little bit of pressure to this week that I didn't really need on top of like all the other stuff that was going on. So I'm kind of in a low place, and I didn't want to like hide it and act like everything was fine. I want to portray that everyone has ups and downs, and that tomorrow will probably be a better day. I have some downtime before rehearsal this evening, and I think originally I had a different rehearsal on my calendar, but that one got moved to tomorrow night. So I'm now going to the rehearsal that I normally would have gone to, that I was going to miss, but now I'm not going to miss, to work with Maestro and to sing with the group. And then I have another rehearsal tomorrow evening, which I think I'm ready for. It's fine, but I'm just trying to focus on staying relaxed and just keeping chill, because I have so many issues with jaw tension around like the hinged areas here, and also, and this may sound weird if you're not a musician or if you're not a singer, tongue tension. The tongue is, you don't really think about your tongue unless you are singing, doing voiceover work, acting, doing stuff with your voice and mouth and whatever. The tongue is a really strong muscle, super strong, and it goes deeper than what you think about when you think about tongue. And tongue issues for singers can cause so many problems, and I have a lifetime of bad habits built up, and if I can just break them, I think I would have a breakthrough. But the tension in both my jaw from like clenching and like just being tense, and the misbehaving and tension with my tongue muscles is causing me just a little bit of stress, because I'm like, oh, if I could only just relax, everything would be easier. But it's subconscious clenching at this point, and so the challenge is trying to undo all of these knots, and I'm finding it to be slow going. And in the meantime, I have to work with what I have right now, which is some bad habits that will creep in during a performance and rehearsal, but we're going to try to undo the knots in the practice room so that when we get to rehearsal and performance, they can stay undone and not get tied up again. So that is the focus, because I feel like you as your brain can focus on things, on doing things rather than not doing things. Like, don't blah, 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 don't run, don't yell, don't all that. Your brain goes, what, but when you focus on things you can do, I feel like that's a lot more positive. So we're just gonna do the best we can. Let's get the tea and see what we're working with today. Okay, 24 days of tea. Oops, 24 days of tea. We are on day 4. So let's go ahead and grab that one. Uh-oh. Okay, all right. Okay, this one's like a black tea as well. I can tell from the packaging. This is, oh, Earl Grey, baby. Now, this isn't the Earl Grey Bravo that they sell that I love so bad, but it's Earl Grey and I'll take it. I love Earl Grey. Love it. This company sells an Earl Grey Bravo that is delicious. Delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Let me, if this is the Earl Grey Bravo, I'll be excited. Oh, it smells so good. If you've never had Earl Grey tea before, I'm so sorry. It's really delicious. It's just black tea with bergamot, which is essentially like a citrus. So it's kind of orangey smelling, but like spicy. Oh, it smells like a dream. I'm very excited to have Earl Grey tea right now. All right, let me heat up the water and we'll make our tea. My hair's looking crazy today, but that's just what we're working with. I'm nervous about them working on the basement downstairs. I can show you what it looks like right now, but I think that I have to go online and pick out tiles and a vanity and a sink. And my husband went to Home Depot this morning and bought 170 square feet worth of tile for, well, wood planking, vinyl wood planking tile for downstairs in his office because he's getting a whole new floor in there, which is kind of fun. And I need to decide what I want the downstairs bathroom to look like. I think that I would like to have a mirror in there. They had like a mirror coming off the, well, you know what, let's go. So if you're just seeing me for the first time, we had a disaster down here. This is our lower living level, and I'll turn on the light. We had a whole bathroom flood, and so it normally looks like it normally doesn't look like this. So let's go and see what the situation is in the bathroom. They're gonna stabilize this drawer box, and that way we can put the drawers back in and the refrigerator can slide back in, and this is fine because originally we thought this whole thing was going to come out, but it turned out to be not damaged at all by the water. So here is our first floor bathroom. We have 3 full bathrooms, unbelievably. So there was water leaking from this area, and it was leaking down into, it was an interior of our wall, so the insurance covered it because this is a condo technically. And it was leaking and it damaged all of this drywall. Here, all of this drywall and all of this drywall and that drywall and that drywall. And of course all of the tile around the tub. We had this wavy tile, which I'm not going to put back because I found it kind of ugly, and I heard it's really expensive anyway, so screw that. This is where our toilet was. We still have our toilet. We're gonna just reinstall it. And this is where our vanity was, and our vanity was completely damaged by the moisture. Like you can see here is where, everything's been treated, by the way. Here's where that water was right there. So that's where the vanity goes. Now there's really no room for like a mirror to go, like a standard mirror, but I'm thinking, oh, the water's ready for the tea. I'm thinking if something is like this that's either on a hinge, right, or is like suspended from the ceiling, I've seen, if it's in front of a window. But there's a problem. There's this recessed, well, it's not really recessed, but there's this light here. I don't know if that's going to be great. But I'll have to do some measurements and figure it out because the the vanity is not very tall. And so there's room to put, you know, like a hinged mirror here, so it can maybe be moved up and down if that's something that they make. I'll have to do some research, but anyway, we do have the wallpaper for this room, so we can just install more wallpaper, I guess, here. And I discussed with them I'd like to do wainscoting. I don't want the entire wall to be this wallpapered, so I'd like some cute little, I don't know, breakup of this wall. Anyway, that got damaged, and there's our sink. I don't think we're going to reuse that. Yeah, that's the toilet. Toilet is there. The toilet's fine. All this stuff. And there is more damage over on this side. So I moved my plants in from the porch. The water damage was here as well. The stairs, side of the stairs, and all the way over here. Is that not insane? Like the bathroom, that's the wall of the bathroom. And all of this was damaged by the water. They were saying that maybe, or the plumbers were saying that maybe, perhaps it had been happening for years, like maybe like 7 years or something, like when they did the gutting of this house. This house was built in maybe the 30s and was gutted in 2018. So, yeah. And anyway, in order to do all of the repairs and everything for the space, oh my god, my husband put the chair on the couch. There had to be some permits from the city where we live to do the construction. I think it had to do with the fact that insurance is covering the bulk of the cost of the repairs. So we had to wait weeks for the city to approve the permits, which was such a pain in the butt, because like this happened in October. But all the red tape aside, we're gonna, I guess it's starting tomorrow, so pretty early too, like 7 a.m. Let's make some tea. Alright, I am going to enjoy this because I already know that I love Earl Grey from Adagio Tea. I think they have two different ones. I think this is like the weaker of the two, which is fine. But I am going to unplug for a few hours. It is about 2 o'clock right now. Yeah, it's 2:13. I have to leave here at like 6-ish. So I am going to disconnect. So I will see you this evening at Cantata Singers.
The Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll on my way to you. How will you feel about packing up today? Leave this old big bird, go get snowed in somewhere, you and me.
Alright, good morning. I didn't capture a lot of what happened last night, just a little bit of rehearsal. Ended up rehearsing with Maestro at the beginning of the rehearsal, and I was not warmed up and it did not go the way I wanted it to go. But it's, you know, we're vibing, it's fine. It'll all come together next week. So, and I had to rehearse in front of everybody, which was always like awkward, just a little bit awkward. This morning, construction guys are here, but they're only able to insulate the wall, and then we have to wait for another inspection. So good times. It's happening very slowly, but we're moving and shaking. That's all that matters. And as I said last night, I went to Anthropologie last night and I got some cute little, my voice sounds terrible. I got some cute little headbands. I'll show you those. Here they are. I figured they were like a little bit of bling for concerts. And, uh-oh, it looks like they're done. We gotta go. Anyway, here are the headbands. I thought they were so fun, blingy. So I'm very excited about those. Made the bed already this morning. We are ready to go. Anyway, we're about to take over for a walk and start the day. I have to go to North Shore this evening. And if you're not familiar, of course, north of Boston is North Shore, south of Boston, South Shore. So we're in for a long drive, but it should be exciting. So I will see you tonight. Thanks for watching. Again, Vlogmas, you get what you get. I'll see you later. Bye.